Hello everyone, this is a project video in which we are just going to control the state of onboard LED available in ESP8266 over voice commands from Google Assistant. Let's get started. And on the screen you can see this is the program that we developed in one of our previous video. So this program was developed for the purpose of controlling the onboard LED available in ESP8266, which is connected to GPIO16 of ESP8266 using the dashboard toggle button available in Adafruit IoT platform. In the same video, I have already taught you how to create dashboards in Adafruit IoT platform and also how to fetch this toggle button over this dashboard. And I hope you watched that video before watching this. If you are new to this, just scroll up to this video in the same playlist that you are watching so that you can watch that video and then come back to this video, because I am not going to change this Python script in this video. Instead, I am just going to add two more web features for adding the Google Assistant voice feature to this project. So the main motto of this project is we just want to control the onboard LED available in ESP8266 using Google Assistant voice command. Let's discuss in detail about the system that we are going to build, and then we will try to establish each step one by one. So on the screen you can see this is the system that we are going to build. That we will be having the Google Assistant in mobile phone, and we will provide the voice command through the microphone of mobile phone to the Google Assistant. And we already have a program running in ESP8266 in which the MicroPython program will turn on the state of this particular LED which is connected to GPIO16 using the commands or MQTT request from Adafruit IoT platform. So we just created a toggle button in Adafruit IoT platform, and using that toggle button we are providing the MQTT request to turn on the LED which is connected to GPIO16 of ESP8266 board. So this program is already running in ESP8266. We will not touch anything right over here. This will be stable, and also the dashboard in Adafruit platform will be also stable. We will not touch this part also in this video. And add on to that, we are just going to add another bridge platform, that is IFTTT. So this IFTTT is nothing but if this then that. So the full form of this IFTTT is if this then that. So we just want to give what this is stands for, and then we just want to configure what that stands for. So these two things we will be configuring in this IFTTT website. This is a bridge app which acts between the Google Assistant and the Adafruit IoT platform. So what we will do is we will just provide the voice command in the mobile phone, and we will configure the IFTTT in such a manner that if this voice command on from the Google Assistant is received, we will just provide the MQTT request to the Adafruit IoT platform for toggling the state of button to on. Okay, then we will configure another voice command from Google Assistant in IFTTT, that if we receive off from Google Assistant, we will provide the MQTT request to the Adafruit IoT platform for toggling the state of dashboard button to be off, so that the state of the LED is controlled via toggle button in Adafruit IoT platform already, and that program is running parallelly in ESP8266. Now when we do these two things, that is when we configure the IFTTT for these two commands, if I receive on from Google Assistant, I will turn on the toggle button state in Adafruit IoT platform, and if I receive off voice command from Google Assistant, I will just configure the IFTTT to send the MQTT request for toggling the state of dashboard push button in Adafruit IoT platform to be off. So when I do these two things simultaneously, automatically the onboard LED right over here will be controlled via Google Assistant. So this is what we are just going to do. So in this video, the two things that we are going to do is we are just going to configure the IFTTT and Google Assistant. And this part that we have done in the previous video will be stagnant. We are not going to change any script that we did previously. We are not going to touch these two things. We are not going to touch even the dashboard right over here in the Adafruit IoT platform and the Python scripts running in ESP8266. So no other schematic that we are going to build. We are just going to connect the ESP8266 to the PC through micro USB cable using this connector. So let's get started with configuring the IFTTT app, that is the bridge app between Google Assistant and Adafruit IoT platform. So this is my Adafruit IoT platform. Go to the Google and type in IFTTT. You can see this is the IFTTT website. Open this. And before doing anything right over here, just create a free account. Click on the icon right over here and you can directly log in using the Gmail account created. So I have logged in using this test Gmail that I have created already. So you need not create an account. You can directly log in using the Gmail account. Now after logging in, just click on My Applets right over here and click on Create Your Own applet. So here it is prompting you to configure two things one by one. One is if this, then that. We just want to configure if this first, and then we want to configure for this if this. We just want to configure the then that, what needs to happen. So if this happens, we need to configure then what to happen. So that is the logic. So just click on add and here search like Google Assistant and click on this particular tab. Here you can directly type in the phrase that you want to give. So I am just giving on, and then that I just want to configure then that. For then that I just want to go to Adafruit, select the Adafruit right over here and click on this. And if it is the first time that you are selecting the Adafruit, it will prompt you or move back you to the Adafruit IoT platform website and then ask you to authorize the IFTTT. Just click on authorize. Since I have already opened this, this is not prompting me. Just give authorize if it is prompting you. Then only the Adafruit IoT platform will allow IFTTT to communicate over it. Here you can see this is my username in my Adafruit. I hope you remember this. This is my username. Since I gave authorize, it is prompting me. In the feed name, I just want to give toggle button. I hope you remember this. This is my feed name. You can see here. I am just selecting edit layout. This is my feed name, toggle button. Okay. So I am selecting toggle button. Data that I want to save is on. Creating the action. Continue. Okay, you can see if you say OK Google activate on, then send the data to toggle button feed. So if you tell the command OK Google activate on, then the toggle button on sequence will be sent to the feed right over here. Click on finish. Go to my applets. You can see my first applet has been created. I am creating another one for off. I am just giving off. then that Adafruit, this time also toggle button off. OK Google, activate off is the phrase that you want to spell for sending the off command to the feed available over here. That is to the toggle button feed available over here in the Adafruit IoT platform. So that's all about the applets that you want to create in IFTTT IoT platform. And one more thing that you want to do is you just want to install the Google Assistant and also the Google Home app in your mobile phone. Whatever the OS that you are using, if you are using an iOS or Android, you just want to install these two things. And after installing Google Home, you just want to link the IFTTT to your Google so that the commands from the Google Assistant reaches the IFTTT. Okay, for that open the Google Home app and click on the settings in the right bottom corner and click on work with Google. Here in the add devices search box type in IFTTT. Remember, you just want to log in the same Gmail account in Google Assistant, Google Home, IFTTT and Adafruit IoT platform. Then only this will work. You can see in my mobile phone, it is prompting me to authorize the Google Assistant. Just click on authorize. Now when you click on authorize, the IFTTT will be linked. You can see IFTTT is linked, is prompted. And now when you click on work with Google, you can see IFTTT is showing in linked state. So remember that it must be like this. Then close the Google Home and now you can open the. So now make sure that this server is also connected, IFTTT is configured, applets are configured, and also in Google Home you have linked the IFTTT. You must link this IFTTT in Adafruit IO. You just want to give authorize to it if you are running this for the first time, and also you just want to authorize this IFTTT in Google Home and use the same Gmail account across all these things: Adafruit IoT platform, IFTTT, Google Assistant, Google Home, everything. And now we are running the ESP8266 program right over here. I am running this program. So now you can see this is the output in my hardware. So the Google Assistant is opened and logged in using the same Gmail account. I have linked the IFTTT to my Google Home as I showed you. And now let's trigger the LED. OK Google, activate on.
Alright, activating on.
You can see the LED is turned on using my voice command from Google Assistant. OK Google, activate off.
Got it. Activating the off.
It is turned off. So we successfully established the controlling of LED over internet using Google Assistant voice command. OK Google, activate on.
Okay, activating on.
OK Google, activate off. OK Google, activate off.
Got it. Activating the off.
And parallelly you can see in my Adafruit IoT platform also the button toggles. It is in off state, and when I give the command of OK Google, activate on,
sure, activating on.
It is turned on. OK Google, activate off.
Alright, activating the off.
Okay, it is turned off. So this is the output that we got in the hardware. We successfully control the state of LED using Google Assistant voice command over the internet using IFTTT, Adafruit IoT platform, ESP8266, Tony IDE, etc. So I hope you learned something new in this particular video. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.